Any additional questions for Chad Knaus?
Ouch. Tony Bullock, crew chief. And Chad, real quickly, there was a period of adjustment when the COT and the wing was introduced a few years ago. Do you kind of anticipate the same type of adjustment period, trying to get a handle on the cars and the chassis with the spoilers starting next week?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We've played around a little bit at Rockingham and did some small testing there, where I obviously done a lot of aerodynamic research and a lot of simulation with the data that we've got for the spoiler. It's a significant change to the race cars, more from just an appearance standpoint. I know it's going to be good for the fans because it's going to look like a race car again, but it's a big change to the race cars. So when we get to Charlotte Motor Speedway this weekend, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, but I'm really looking forward to it. I think when there's situations like this where there's a major rule change, I think with the strength that we've got at Hendrick Motorsports and the people that we've got, that we typically adapt quicker than most people. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Anything else for Chad?
I'm out, Ski. See you. Good job.
Nothing else for Chad upstairs. Chad, we'll let you go to inspection. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Let's hear from our race winner and winning team owner, Jimmie Johnson, driver of the number 48 Lowe's Chevrolet, wins for the first time at Bristol Motor Speedway. He wins his 50th career NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race. Only 3 other drivers have gotten there quicker, Jimmy. Jeff Gordon, Darrell Waltrip, and David Pearson. So you're in some select company. And here's a stat I'd like to throw out there today. Today was the final race with the wing on the car. Okay, we raced that wing car 93 times, and Jimmie Johnson won 22 of those 93 races with the wing. Kyle Busch was second with 13. Carl Edwards third with 11. So congratulations, Jimmy. Your thought on today's win?
A couple cool stats and an awesome victory today. So I'm just proud of what we continue to do. I mean, it's one thing to have some success, but to continue to do it year after year, and to find tracks that are really our weakest tracks, focus on them and get stronger and better at them, is really a cool thing to experience. And there's a lot of work that goes into it, and I wish everybody could see behind the scenes what effort goes into it from Chad's side, everyone at Hendrick and building us cars, our engineers. The focus and dedication I have to try to understand how to drive this track better, the notes that we pour through, the conversations that we have, and just trying to find the smallest details to make us better week in and week out, and then also at this track so we could finally win here. So very proud of the effort, and if we're winning here, I think the guys, we've got something for them for the rest of the year.
Thank you, Jimmy. Team owner Rick Hendrick. Rick, your thoughts on today's historic win?
Well, it was maybe not the usual for Jimmy.
Sure.
It was needless to say, it was a great win, and Jimmy, it was one of those tracks that he and Chad wanted to win at, and he's run really well here and just hadn't had some of the finishes. I've got some.
Yeah,
no, this one too far. Okay.
Let me
give this one back to me.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Rick.
Can I take this out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry about that. When I think about this is their 50th win, it's amazing because it doesn't seem like it's been that long. And again, when there's a kind of a challenge or something that he hadn't done, he always ratchets it up, he and Chad both, to accomplish that. So it's been a while. I don't know when the last time we won here, but it's been a little bit of a dry spell for us. And so it's good. All of the cars ran good, but really proud of Jimmy for just sitting there with 10 laps to go. If he's got a shot, nobody I'd rather have sitting there in the seat than Jimmy with 10 to go.
Thank you, Rick. Let's go upstairs to the press box for questions for either Jimmy or Rick Hendrick. We've got one, I'm told. Go ahead.
Mike Hembry of SpeedTV.com. Jimmy, you're 3 of 5 for the year. You're going to a track next week where you really dominated recently. Is everybody kind of running for second place now?
No, I mean, I think when we go to Martinsville, we're one of probably 3 or 4 guys that you have to put as a favorite to win there. The 11's been on pace. The 24 is going to be good there. The 42 has gotten good there. As much as Mark hates the place, he's been running good there. So I feel that we're one of the ones to consider. But this is racing, and anything can and will happen. We're off to a great start, but we've all seen enough teams rise and fall, and you can never just hand it to anybody. So we're obviously proud of where we're at. We have a lot of confidence and momentum and feel like we're working in the right areas, but only time will tell.
Let's come downstairs for a question, and then we'll go back upstairs. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jim.
Jim Utter, Charlotte Observer. Jimmy, the thing about winning at Bristol, is it more than just checking a track off your list? I mean, this is one of the places that when people get excited about NASCAR, they most talk about, particularly the night race, but just in general, so many of NASCAR's champions, former champions, have been successful at this track. What was it? Is there something special about winning here in general?
It's really, everything you mentioned. Before I was in NASCAR and competing, in stock cars, tune into a few races a year. Of course, I'd watch the 500, but if you want to watch an action-packed race, you'd watch the Bristol race, the night race especially. I think back to when I was running the Nationwide Series, we'd go over to Randy LaJoie's house. He'd have a big party in his shop where he bigs all the seats, and every time there was a caution, he had a big bucket of Jell-O shooters, and he'd throw those out to everybody, and everybody'd have a big time. And I mean, there's just everything around Bristol is what people focused on. I mean, there are parties for it. There are and the fans get excited for it. And to walk into this facility and look around, you want to run well here. And it's been a real downer for me to walk through the gates and look around and, man, I'm going to suck today. I'm probably going to wreck in lap 5 again. And just don't know where I need to be. I really had that mindset coming here, and last year we got onto the right path, and I started building my confidence. We ran well, I think 3rd in the first race, and had a chance of winning the second one, and had a problem on a pit stop at the end. So those 2 races gave us a clear direction where to work, me a clear direction on how to drive the car, and we came back this race and started where we left off from the fall race last year, and we were right there on pace, right there on speed, and just started making small changes to make the car better. So, it's great to accomplish that. It's great to set those things out there in front of you. Try to accomplish and work so hard for. Feel very satisfied for that effort. But as a race fan, you get excited for this racetrack, and I've wanted to be excited for this track and just haven't been until now.
I will take one question downstairs and then go to the press box. Go ahead, David.
That said, what's the sense of gratification like? I mean, you were screaming on the radio like you'd won the championship to a certain degree.
Yeah, I mean, every win is extremely special. But when a track kicks your butt for so long, and you finally can win at that track, there's just something really unique about that. And that's what I experienced today. And I look at Jeff's situation that he could possibly win at every track that he's competed at. I think that's an amazing stat. With 5 left for us, that's certainly a goal that I now have my eyes set on. Still a lot of work to get there. A few tracks that really give me some difficulties are still out there. But I feel good for Michigan. I feel good for Chicago. I think we have real opportunities for those 2 tracks. And then Homestead, we were better, and then those road courses. We're road course testing already. We're trying. I mean, it's a full-blown effort again. The 9th year in a row of us doing everything we can to be competitive on the road courses and have a shot to win.